You already knew the choice wasn't real. You already saw the cost, and you stayed anyway. And it's not because you believed anymore, but because stopping would have broken everything you still were holding together. In Cyberpunk 2077, Songbird is a netrunner tied directly to the black wall. That's the digital barrier that keeps hostile AIs from tearing reality apart. She works for the NUSA, and not as a free agent or a contractor, but as a strategic asset. And by the time you meet her, Songbird already knows the system is killing her. See, her body is failing. Her nervous system is degrading. And every operation pushes her body further past what it was designed to handle. And here's the important part. She knows it. She's not confused, and she's not naive. She's not discovering the cost in real time. See, she already understands what staying means, but she stays anyway. And see, this is the moment most people recognize themselves. Not when they're fooled or when they're pressured, but when you already know the truth, and yet you still showed up the next day. See, you didn't stay because you believed anymore. You stayed because stopping felt like collapse. You've been there, whether it be at a job you already knew it wasn't stable, but leaving would have blown up your insurance or your routine, or more importantly, your family's stability. Or in a relationship where you already knew the dynamic was wrong, but confronting it would have shattered the version of the life that you were still holding together. See, you weren't trapped by ignorance. You were trapped by continuity. And that's where Songbird is right now. Songbird doesn't keep going because she trusts the NUSA. She keeps going because everything around her depends on her not stopping. Whether it be missions, or security, or political balance. See, if she fails, or even worse, she refuses, somebody else pays immediately. And this is where the system gets quiet. There's no threat anymore. There's no coercion. Just momentum. And she's already embedded. She's already responsible. And she's already essential. And see, leaving doesn't feel like freedom. It feels like damage. And this is the part most people don't like admitting. You didn't stay because they forced you. You stayed because too many people had rearranged their lives around your role. And if you stopped, you wouldn't just lose something. You'd cause something. Someone would scramble, or something would fail. Maybe a gap would appear and you'd be the one who created it. So you kept going. And you told yourself, just a little longer, just until things stabilize, or just until there's a clean exit. And Songbird tells herself the same thing. Just one more mission, one more operation, just one more compromise. Because stopping doesn't look like relief. It looks like responsibility detonating. And this is no longer about being used. This is about being structurally necessary. And Songbird isn't being threatened into compliance anymore. She's being relied on. And reliance is a stronger lock than fear. Because once the system needs you to function, your suffering becomes an acceptable cost. And it's not because anyone is evil. It's because the system is already calibrated around your endurance. And this is where it lands. You didn't stay because you lacked courage. You stayed because leaving would have broken the version of reality that everyone else was counting on. And you became the load-bearing wall. And once you're load-bearing, your pain is no longer urgent. It's just inconvenient. And Songbird isn't protected because she matters. She's protected because she's still useful. And the moment usefulness and survival diverge, the system doesn't argue. It just waits. See, Songbird's tragedy isn't that she was deceived. It's that she stayed after clarity. She keeps moving forward not because she believes the mission, but because stopping feels like setting fire to everything behind her. And that's the most dangerous stage of all. Because when a system reaches this point, it no longer needs to apply pressure. It just needs you to keep going.